we talked a lot about not guaranteeing awards and things like that, but you can measure the success that you're having um, using both qualitative and quantitative metrics. And you want to understand that grant funding is definitely competitive. It seems to be getting more and more competitive. Excellent proposals are not getting funded just because of the lack of dollars as to asks, compared to asks. And so, funders are having to send out more and more dec rejection letters than they are award letters these days. And so that's got to be kind of hard on them. I know they don't like declining good projects, but your dollar only goes so far. And so some things that you can measure if things are going well with your grant professional is, are we getting the number of submissions that we were hoping for? Like, are we getting those opportunities that we have on our calendar submitted? That's important. Funding awarded over time. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of a long game sometimes, and um, in the end, you're gonna see that it does add up if you keep at it. You have to submit grants to get awards. So, Steve was asking me earlier, like, what did you say the rate of uh, like how many grants that I submit compared to how many I get? And I said, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't remember how you worded that.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but it's a good question.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and I said, well, actually it's like for an organization that's really got it all together, um even right now the competitiveness is so high. It's like 4-1 that we're submitting. So it's a high number of grant submissions that we're putting out there to get the funding that we're looking for. But um, improved grant readiness, that's always a win in my book. And that you should see that by, now you're getting more local grants and things like that. So it's definitely a good step forward. Strength of funder relationships. One of the things I tell clients is like get out there to your local community foundations, like I mentioned before, but go have a meeting with them. See if they want to have coffee. Just say, hey, this is who we are. We might want to have, write grants in the future. Is our organization something that's interesting to you? Things like that. It's never too soon, I think, to build funder relationships because the time you are actually submitting a grant to them, they know who you are, they know what you're doing, they've met a face, they understand, your passion for it. It leaps off the page now. So, strength of funder relationships, that is definitely a high metric of success. Definitely pursue that and count that as a success metric. And then increased internal capacity. How are you as an organization now managing those grants? How well are you doing with those? And um, has your organization grown from the understanding of the grant cycle and the grant process? So yeah, there's a lot of ways to measure success other than just awards. Awards, like I said, are the most fun, but I get really excited when I see organizations taking steps forward. It's a fun place to be at in the whole cycle of funders and uh, organizations that have great missions for our communities, and how those funders really want to partner with those organizations to all reach kind of this end goal together. And I'm like right in the middle of that. So it's a great spot to be at. And I really enjoy watching how all of that evolves over time. So thanks very much.
Great. Thank you, Sheena. Really appreciate the good information. If you want to contact Sheena about more information on grant writing or comments, their contact information will be in the comment description below. If you're interested in hydroponic gardening in your school or organization, my contact information will be in the description as well. But Thanks, Sheena. Appreciate your time and all the information you gave us.
Thanks so much, Steve.